Hey guys, how's it going? It's Sam. So today I want to talk about my favorite Twice event, which is the Fansign. So I'm going to talk about what it is, how to go to one, and some of my favorite moments. So yeah, let's get started. So a Fansign is an event where fans get to meet twice one-on-one each member and have either an album or something else signed by each member. So far, Twice has had a Fansign for every Korean album they've released, except for The Year of Yes, and also with brands such as Sprees and Nature Collection. So personally, I've been to 9 different Fansigns, but they're all been album Fansigns. So for the purpose of this video, I'm only going to talk about album Fansigns. Anyone who's been to like a Nature Collection or Sprees Fansign, leave any comments down below if they're not the same as album Fansigns. I'm just talking from personal experience here. So if stuff is different, let me know. So generally, Fansigns will have about 100 fans, and they usually last a couple hours. So you've probably seen videos or photos from Fansigns before. That's when all the members are lined up in chairs and they sign albums from fans as they walk and move down seat by seat. Every Fansign typically has 100 fans, some more, some less, but typically around 100. And I'll talk about how to get in later in this video. They're usually held in small event halls, like LG Art Hall is a really popular one. That's where the selfie events were held, Gio's Melody Project was held, and several Fansigns have been there. When they arrive at the venue, the members will be seated in a row, and when fans arrive at the venue, they pick a random number out of like a box, and that's where you're seated. So most of the time, every view is good because there's only 100 fans, and you take turns, row by row, going up and having your album signed by the members. So how it usually works is you bring an empty album. When you walk to the front of the line, the fan managers will check your album to make sure there's nothing written inside. So you can't have any albums signed multiple times, and you can't have any writing in the album in the first place. So it has to be clean albums, and has to be the album that the promotion is for. So for example, if you're going to a What Is Love fan sign, you can only get What Is Love signed. You can't get like Story Begins signed for a What Is Love fan sign. A lot of companies will allow post-it notes with questions for the members to answer, and they'll write their answer in the note. Unfortunately, from my experience, and I'm pretty sure this is still true, JYP Entertainment doesn't allow post-its, at least for Twice. So you can put post-its and mark where you want the members to sign, on which page you want the member to write their autograph. And that's about it. You can't write any questions. So if you have any questions to the members, you have to ask them in person, and they'll answer just verbally, and they won't write it down or anything. You get 30 seconds at the worst, at the shortest, and then 2 minutes max I've had with a member. So when you get up to the stage area where the members are seated, you go, like I said, one by one, and you sit down and you talk to the first member. So typically, I think the average is about a minute or two to talk to the members. During summer nights, I only got 30 seconds with some of the members. Like with Momo, right when I sat down, they almost made me move. So that was bad. It was really short. 30 seconds, I think, was max. That could have been for that short interaction. But typically, it's about a minute or two with each member. When you go up, you can bring gifts. So my first fan sign was back in Story Begins, which is all the way back in 2015. Yeah, quite a while ago. And you can give any gifts you want to the members, really, and they actually keep the gifts. So I did a video on that if you guys want to know more about like gifts and stuff. But nowadays, you can only give like toys or like hats and stuff for them to wear, and they'll return them after. Again, link below for more about that. But yeah, aside from gifts and letters, you just talk to the members. You can request a drawing or something in your book, whatever your interaction is. I usually try to have things prepared for the members, but it's hard because once you're actually there and you're face to face with Twice, sometimes you just kind of blank out and don't remember anything to say. This happened to me a couple times, and it sucks. But yeah, so you just spend up to 2 minutes talking to each member. So what happens is when the person before you moves on, the managers will try to get you to move. They'll like put their hand out and tell you to go. And here's a trick. So you almost never want to move right away, because just the manager's first signal doesn't mean like you have to move. But at the same time, I'm not telling you guys to like not listen to the managers. So if they ask you the first time, you just kind of ignore them, because to sometimes they cut you off really early. For example, like I said, back on the Summer Nights fan sign, they told me to leave right when I sat down. Like I just sat down, not even 5 seconds have passed, and they're like, please move on. And 5 seconds, definitely not enough time. So they'll ask you a second time, and you can be like, okay, and then, finish up. And then the third time, I would move. So yeah, I don't know if you guys saw it, but during Summer Nights, one of the fan signs, the one I was at actually, there was a little controversy going on between a fan and one of the managers because the fan wouldn't move. Managers, there was like some scuffle between the two. And I think a lot of fans blamed the manager, but I think it was like there was stuff on both sides. I think managers, they try to do their job, and you have to play with the line sometimes. I'd say it's safe to wait till the third ask to move, but at the same time, don't just take my word for that. You have to play, the mood of the room. So usually I go for till 3, but it depends. If they seem really rushed, then just go after 1 or 2. Okay, now for the most frequently asked question that I get pretty much on this channel regarding fan signs. A lot of you guys ask about English. So I've said this a lot of times during live streams, but effectively, I think 3 members you can speak to only using English. And that would be Jihyo, Mina, and Chaeyoung. Personally, I think so. They're pretty good at English. I'm not going to say they're like fluent, but you could probably go speak with these 3 members only using English, and it'll be somewhat okay. Personally, I think Jihyo has the best English out of the 3. I've had friends who've gone to Fansigns who think otherwise, but I think out of my experience, every single time, Jihyo's improved the most, going from 2015 to 2018 most recently. And I just think if among all the members, I could hold a conversation most easily with Jihyo, because she's also, I think, the most comfortable using English. Mina, I think, has the best pronunciation, but she's also not that confident when speaking. And then Chaeyoung is just really enthusiastic, but her vocabulary isn't as strong as Mina or Jihyo. Yeah, I think the weakest in English, actually, Junghyun, Momo, and Sana. And with Momo being, I think, the least proficient in English. So luckily, there's actually one manager. From all the times I've gone, there's been one manager who speaks fluent English. And I've only interacted with her 2 times, but during those times, she was with Junghyun both times. And she helped translate our conversation, and that was nice. But at the same time, it was a little awkward because you had to go through someone to talk. And my Korean is not good, but I think I would have rather tried speaking Korean and interacting with only Junghyun than having the translator, do a facilitated message between the 2 of us. But, it was more effective in that I could convey what I'm asking. But, and then to her credit, Junghyun tried to speak to me, but she would need translations. So yeah, it was good, but I probably just should have learned more Korean for a better interaction. So after talking to every member, you sit back down in your seat. And so I should have mentioned this before, but before and after you go up, you should be taking photos and videos of the members, because this is one of the best times you have to do that. Because usually you see photos from music shows and stuff, but that's twice moving really, really fast and going in and out of Music Bank or going back to the car, etc. And you see a lot of photos, but that's just a lot of fans. If you're at the airport or you're at a music show, you'll see them outside for 15 seconds, 30 seconds at a time. And it's hard to get good photos. However, at a fan sign, they're seated there for 2 hours. There's going to be a lot of funny interactions. They're going to play with toys. They're going to have cool hats and stuff. So this is when you want to have a camera. Since fan signs are only in Korea, you can rent a camera when you're in Korea. It's pretty cheap, I think. I should take my own advice, but I've only used DSLRs for 3 fan signs out of the 9, maybe 4, but those have all been borrowed DSLRs. So yeah, I would definitely recommend getting a good camera because the moments are golden, and best of all is to film because they have really funny interactions and just silly things that happen throughout. So yeah, before and after getting your album signed and interacting with members, remember to take photos and videos. So once the members are wrapping up, when they're, some members are free now, some have their last album to sign, they'll go around and have general fun. So you can see from the videos that I'll probably link down below, they do a lot of mini performances, they sing acapella sometimes, and they'll just overall, mess around with each other and with fans. And yeah, if you're lucky, they'll perform a song or two. And then during the Merry and Happy fan sign, which was, they only had one fan sign for that album, special album, they also had all the fans go back up and do a high touch with every member. So that was really cool. And yeah, so that's the basics of what a fan sign is. And now I'm going to go briefly talk about how to get into a fan sign. So the first step, and I consider this the most important step of going to a fan sign, is being updated. This is Twice Supporter. If you guys didn't know, this is the official Twitter account handled by JYP fan managers. And here they announce events like fan signs, music shows, etc. And when there is a fan sign, they'll tweet it out and they'll link you to a page like this. So this page is in Korean right now, so I'm going to change it to English for you guys just to make it easier. But all the instructions are here. So here's the basic rules. Here's the time and date, where the fan sign is, how to buy the albums, where to buy them, time frame, and lottery number is how many people are going to be winning, who will be at the event, and then when they announce the winners. So basic rules, just read through them, but things to note that are really important. When you're up at the stage where Twice is sitting, you can't bring your phone up, so no selfies, no recording. Just leave your phone on your seat where you're sitting, where you're sitting to wait and take pictures and whatever. Just don't bring your phone up to the stage. And then when you're going to the fan sign event, make sure to have your ID with you. The only gifts that Twice will receive and keep are letters. Otherwise, they'll return them at the end. But yeah, I'll have a link to my other video down below. Now you know the rules. I'll show you guys the video that I took when I went to a fan sign, and I'll read up over it to give you guys clearer instructions. Okay, so this is back in May of 2017 during Signal promotions. This store is in Myeongdong. And first, like I said, I went on the Twitter page, then to the link on JYP Fans, which had the address to this location. So I went in, obviously, climbed up the stairs, and there is a music store in this building. So let's cut to that. So here at the storefront, there's the rules. Same thing as the website, just in different languages, but same basic rules. And what you do now is you go into the store and you buy albums. So there's a misconception that there might be like random fan sign cards and albums. That only happened in Twicegram, but that very, very special exception. To actually enter fan sign events the normal way, you buy albums, and for every album you buy, you get one random raffle entry. And for example, here during Signal, about 45, the number to get a good chance is much higher now. I would say around 100 or more. But yeah, you just fill out the form after you buy albums. So yeah, it might seem ridiculous that you need to buy like 50 to 100 albums to get in. But most fans that I know at least do group orders. And with group orders, you can help fans get the photo cards that they want. And at the same time, it can help you get more albums for fan sign entries. So yeah, the more albums you buy, higher chances you have to win and get into the fan sign. So this next part is definitely the most nerve-wracking part of the whole fan sign ordeal. And that's checking the winner list. Here we're back, JYP Fans, for that Signal fan sign that I just showed you guys. So we'll click on the link that they provided. And here's the page for the store we were at. So you see the link. We're going to click on it, and there's going to be the winners list there. So there is a rumor that most people have acknowledged as the truth, in that they have a quota system. Only a certain percentage of fans can be foreigners. They want to have slots for Korean fans. So yeah, it's weird, and it might be a little like, I don't know. There's no confirmation that it's true, but typically it takes more albums for foreigners to win, and there's only a certain amount of foreigners per fan sign. And in this case, there was like 20 something, which is, the average number. And fortunately, I was able to win and go to the fan sign. But yeah, basically, this is the instructions on how to enter a Twice fan sign. And then lastly, I want to show you guys some of my experiences. I talked about it a little bit in the first part, but I'll show you guys clips from fan signs I've been to. So we'll go through that a little as well.
두근두근 떨리네 머리를 묶을까 바람들과 다르게 아무렇지 않아 했지만 생일 축하합니다. 생일 축하합니다. 사랑하는 다현이 생일 축하합니다. 자, 인사할게요. 지금까지 와인 아메리안 트와이스였습니다. 감사합니다. 안녕, 고마워요.
So yeah, that's it. It's pretty much everything that I know about Fansigns. Hopefully that helped you out. Maybe encourage you to want to get into one in the future. If you like this type of video, let me know. Give it a thumbs up and comment down below. If you have any other requests, let me know. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.